Okay, so I have just arrived in Dawson City, Yukon, 1898. No, bro, no, that smell. That is mud and wood smoke and something rotting somewhere. And I have made a mistake wearing white.
So the plan is I'm gonna check into a boarding house, get down to the creeks, see how people are actually panning for gold, eat whatever passes for food out here.
And then later, I'm meeting the actual king of the Klondike himself. Yep, Alex McDonald, richest man in the Yukon, in person.
So one thing I've noticed already to save, this whole town is built on wooden planks over actual mud because underneath it all is permafrost. One wrong step and you're basically skating. I think they already know I'm not from here. Okay, this is where I'm staying, the Fairview boarding house. There were dozens of these thrown up practically overnight once the gold rush hit.
40,000 people arrived here in about a year, in the middle of nowhere. Excuse me, Gen. Hi, I'm checking in. It's under Chloe. A woman traveling alone out here is a rare enough sight that you'll get looked at all day.
Great.
So the walls are just canvas and thin wood, and I can hear literally everything next door.
Yeah.
The stove is the only heat source, and it is minus 30 outside. My view is just unfiltered 1898 chaos happening right outside my window. Let's get changed into something more Klondike. Okay. Wool stockings, a heavy flannel shirt, a long wool skirt hemmed short enough not to drag in the mud.
Very warm, very itchy, but I need to blend in. Let's go see Dawson City. Can you believe this place? I mean, a year ago, this was just a swamp at the meeting of two rivers, and now it's basically the Paris of the North, apparently.
I was just nearly run down by a dog sled team. Day one.
Okay, so Front Street is the main strip right now, and I was not prepared for the noise. Saloons on every corner, men just back from the creeks with actual gold dust in little pouches, paying for everything with it.
I'm getting stared at more than I expected, Vi. Apparently, women out here are outnumbered something like 100 to 1.
Apparently, sourdough bread was a Klondike staple, so here goes. Oh, low. It's dense, kind of sour, actually really good, not what I expected.
That boy over there is maybe 12, already hauling water for the saloons all day, every day. No school, this is just his life now.
So this is the Bank of British North America, 1898. This right here is where miners bring in literally pounds of raw gold dust to weigh and trade.
Some of these men walked over a mountain pass carrying a literal year's worth of supplies on their backs just to get here, pal. It was called the Chilkoot Pass, and the Canadian government wouldn't even let you cross the border without a full ton of gear because they didn't want people starving.
Okay, everyone's suddenly rushing toward the river. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm going with them.
So it turns out a steamboat has just arrived with mail from the outside world. First mail in weeks.
People are genuinely crying. That's how cut off this place is.
All right, time to actually pan for gold. A local prospector's letting me try.
Watch the water.
Oh, thanks. Okay, this is way harder than it looks. My hands are already frozen, and after 10 minutes, I have one tiny fleck. He does this 12 hours a day. So that's the Yukon River, basically the only highway in or out of here before the ice sets in.
Once it freezes, this whole town is completely cut off from the rest of Canada until spring. No roads, nothing. All right, dinner time. Looking for the least chaotic saloon. Maybe this one, Pam? Yeah, maybe not.
Okay, I mean, it is what it says on the sign. The smell in here is wood smoke, whiskey, and wet wool all at once. It's a lot. The menu is beans, bacon, and bread. That's it. And I ordered the bacon and beans rib. Actually not bad, really smoky. Let's try the whiskey. Okay, Hop, that is rougher than anything I've ever had. My eyes are watering.
Looks like the piano just started up.
Well, that escalated quickly to 10.
I picked the quiet saloon, and now there's an actual dance hall show happening. And one of the dance hall girls just tried to pull me up to join the line. Go figure. Okay, I don't think you can even see me right now. It's that dark, but that was genuinely one of the best nights of this whole trip. The music, the gold dust changing hands, all of it. Ready to sleep by that tiny stove now. Sovrai, day one. Nearly flattened by a dog sled, panned an actual fleck of gold, and danced in a Klondike saloon. These people worked unimaginably hard, in brutal cold, for a chance most of them never actually got. And yet the whole town still found a way to throw a party every single night.
I got word today, an invitation to meet Alex McDonald, the king of the Klondike, at his claim on El Dorado Creek.
Perks of being a time traveler. But honestly, the gold isn't really why I'm going. Good morning, friends. And look at this car. Apparently this is what a lady wears to visit the richest man in the Yukon. Still just wool and fur, but slightly nicer wool and fur. And someone actually lent me a proper shawl for the occasion.
So this is El Dorado Creek, the single richest gold-bearing creek in the world at this point in history.
Every inch of this creek is already staked and claimed.
That right there, that's his cabin. Honestly, for the richest man in the territory, it's just logs and a tin roof.
Okay, I've just arrived, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. He's coming.
You must be the traveler I've heard tell of, miss.
Yes, that's me, and I have no idea what he's heard.
They say you claim to come from the year 2026.
I do.
Then I'd hear, most eagerly, what history says of a man like me.
You're remembered as the king of the Klondike, Sir Hay, the richest man to come out of this whole rush.
Money means nothing up here except what it buys you in company, and it's not every day a lady turns up claiming to be from the future.
He's inviting me to stay for supper. No pressure, dinner with the king of the Klondike. Okay, honest food review Pev. This is caribou stew, and it's actually incredible, rich, kind of gamey. He just offered to let me hold an actual gold nugget the size of my thumb. That is insane. All right, so Dawson City, 1898. It is loud, it is freezing, it smells in ways I didn't know were possible.
The food is better than you'd think. The whiskey is worse. But in all seriousness, this place is brutal. Most of these people risked everything and came away with nothing but frostbite.
And yet somehow, the ones who are here, they hold this whole place together with nothing but grit and a nightly party. Anyway, I'm heading back to 2026 to have the longest, hottest shower of my life. If you want to see more of these, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.